Hello everyone, and welcome to part 4 of my Monster Hunter Generations playthrough. Today, we're going to be doing our first urgent quest, which is fighting the Great Macau. The Great Macau is a bird wyvern, and it is the leader of the smaller Macau that we were fighting earlier. So, without any delay, let's get to it. I am using the lance today. Different weapon. This is one that I want to try to focus on in my playthrough, just on my own. And I'm once again using striker style lance, so I have 3 different hunter arts that I can use. So, let's see how this goes. I'm not sure where it's going to start. I'm guessing probably in 5, because that seems to be its nest from what I've gathered in previous quests. So we'll go check out that area first. Not here. I've used Lance a little bit while I was grinding off camera, and the Shield Assault Hunter art is very interesting. It's a mobility move that you can use to charge in, get close to the monsters. I'm assuming this monster will be quite fast, considering it's not very big, and the Shield Assault should be good to keep up with it. There he is. Nice. Alright. He's quite feathery. So the lance has a very predetermined pattern of 3 stabs and then something different. Either a dodge or another combo of 3. Right now I'm utilizing the guard counters, which, not there. But I can go into a guard counter move when I anticipate an attack like that. And then if the attack hits during that period of time, the shield flashes blue, and I do a counter stab. This guy's part breaks, you can break his tail and his face. See, like that. That was the guard counter. Let's get close. Ah, I missed the follow-up stab. It's such a small monster, it's hard to get that follow-up stab to hit just right. Oh, here he comes. It's like a dinosaur kangaroo, kind of. Oh, knocked him over. Nice. The one thing I'm not a huge fan about with Lance is that it's sort of slow moving around, but that's alright. Oops. And I accidentally hopped out of the area. So I heard a shiny drop when I knocked it over, so I'm going to see if I can... Oh, there it is. Mine, 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 mine. Oh, he looks quite unhappy. I'm going to see if I can get a mount on it, because he's right next to this ledge. Nope. Since the last game, you can get mounts on monsters by jumping on them from above, either with aerial style or with ledges. Ah, that was a nice counter thrust. His moves are quite telegraphed, making it easy for me to hit those. As such, even if my follow-up thrust doesn't hit, when it flashes blue, that does some damage to him. Oh, looks like he's calling in some help. Come here. Oh, that was nice. Whoa. Ah. What's he doing? So this is interesting. He looks very similar to some of the other large monsters in other games, like the larger form of the Jaggy, but he acts very differently. He hops around a lot more. He's a lot more mobile. I like how he uses his feet by balancing on his tail. That's really cool. Alright. Whoop. Mistimed that one. Come here. Ah. The lance is probably the best defensive weapon in the game just because it has such a large shield. Gun lance has a really large shield as well, but it's more offensively focused, I think. I know they reworked it in this game, so we'll see as we use it later on. Oh, looks like my cat got knocked out. That's unfortunate. If your cat gets knocked out, he'll come back later in the battle, but he has to heal up. His health bar you can see underneath of my own. Oh, got shield assault again. Uh-oh. Ah, I mistimed that. I'm in a bad position right now. Ow. Okay, I'm gonna need to heal. Getting out of there. Uh-oh. How far does that... Oh, okay. It does have a limit. I wasn't sure if you could just sort of endlessly fly across the screen with that. That'd be sort of silly. Ah. I need to stop messing up these attacks. Oh, he's out of stamina. Just like hunters, monsters have stamina bars, but you can't see their stamina bars. Oh, he's limping. Nah, looks like he's gonna get away. That's alright. I will let him limp off while I sharpen my weapon and heal up. And my cat's back now. Oh, yes, I'm not gonna heal. That's alright. I'm gonna try to break his face at least. Oh. Come on. Got him. Nice. Killed him with a shield bash there. That was a pretty good hunt. Oops. Oh no. I might have killed him so I can't carve it. That would be unfortunate. Unlike small monsters, large monsters give 3 to 4 carves. Nah, I can still get him. Large monsters give 3 to 4 carves, so it's easier to get parts from them for their armor and weapons. Looks like I'm just going to get scales from this guy. Alright. Well, that went pretty well. Let's see what's coming up next. Okay, we're back in the village now, and it looks like the chief and the head researcher are here to greet us. Relieved to see you made it back safe and sound. Yes. Survey team may now continue their work. That's why the Great Macau had to be eliminated, because it was interfering with their surveys. Okay. So I can now do 2-star quests, so that's good. That's the next rank up, you know, harder quests, stronger monsters, things like that. Oh, and now we unlock the other villages of Kokoto, Poke, and Yukumo. Those are all villages that are returning from previous games into this one. And they're also giving us a charm. Charms are a extra piece of item, or extra piece of equipment, rather. They don't give any defensive bonuses for your defense number, but they give extra skill points. The different armor pieces give skill points, as seen here. And when you have, normally, well, always, it's 10 or more, you get different skills. For example, Divine Blessing means I take a little less damage sometimes. Alright. Well, let's go check out the other villages. So, here we are in the next village, Kokoto Village. This one's more of a forest-based village as opposed to Berna, which was sort of a mountain area. Sort of like the Alps. Very nice. They even used the music from the old game too. That's really cool. Alright, let's go talk to him, assuming he's the village elder. Yep, Kokoto Chief. I'm assuming he has some sort of quest for me. Hero of Kokoto. Alright. Oh, they're showing us which house we get to live in. That's nice. Now, the Verdant Hills is the area that's sort of associated with this village. So, He has a quest for us. We have to go slay a Velociprey. Interesting. So, with that being said, let's go on to the next village, Poke. Alright, here's Poke Village. This one is more of a high in the mountains village, as you can tell by all the snow and such. I really like how they use all the legacy music from the older games in this one. It's a nice touch. Huh, there's the village elder. Let's see. Where was that on the map? Oh, there's Poogie! This is what the Moofas used to be. My shield's kind of blocking it. Oh well. Ba 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 ba. Oops. If you pet them just right, you get a little reward, but I messed it up and now he's angry at me. Oh well. No, that's the exit. Where's the village elder? Oh, it's over there. Hello. Okay, this is the Poke Village Chief near the Arctic Ridge. Yep, there's a house here for us too. That's nice that they put all the houses everywhere. So Arctic Ridge is the map that's associated with this. I'm guessing that's going to be sort of the tundra area. Gonna give us a quest. What do we have? Slay a Geoprey. Okay. And now on to the last of the 4 villages, Yukumo. Here we are in Yukumo. This is from 3rd generation Monster Hunter. It's like a sort of Japanese mountain hot springs area. It's very nice. It's one of my personal favorites. Oh, it's beautiful. I really like the way that they brought all the old villages back in for this one. Alright, let's go talk to the chief of this village and see what they have for us to hunt. It seems like they're giving an introductory hunt to each of their areas that correspond with their villages, so let's see. Yes. So the footbath, that was in the old games. You used to go there and receive buffs before different hunts, but I guess it's not open right now, is what they say, so I'm not sure if it's actually in the game or if it's just referencing it here. Oh, so they are going to open it. Nice. Few requests, of course, of course. So Misty Peaks is the map that's for this area. It's a very nice map. I'm a lot more familiar with that one because of previous games. Alright. And we have to slay some Jagia for this quest. Okay, that's not too hard. So, I'm assuming this is the... Yep. Here's where I take quests in this village. And we are going to start clearing out the quest that we were just given. The Velociprey, Geoprey, and Jagia. The Velociprey, Geoprey, and, well, not the Jagia, because the Jagia is a small monster. Hold on, where do I leave from here? It's not over there. Oh, it's over here. The Velociprey and the Geoprey are both large raptor-like monsters similar to the Macau. So we're going on our quest now to clear out some of the Velociprey for Kokoto Village. We're going to the Verdant Hills, I believe is what the map is called. It used to be called the Forest and Hills in some of the older games. It's a recurring map, and they kept it pretty much exactly the same. They added a little bit of terrain here and there for, you know, climbing and jumping from above, but the map's still basically identical. These are just herbivores, similar to the Laranoth that we were finding in the Jurassic Frontier. But they're not what we're after. We're after the little raptors. Like those. The Velociprey are the... well, not the, but they're similar to the Macau in that they're just sort of small predatory creatures that have a larger one leading them. I don't think the larger one will show up on this quest, but we'll probably end up having to fight it later. Oh. So as you can see, the lance is just a simple series of 3 thrusts. You can chain them to be medium or high, just straight or high. And then it also, no, I guess they removed it for striker lanes, but it used to have a swipe where you could just swipe the lance across the front of you, which was good for clearing out little things like this. But they must have taken that away for striker style. That's not too big of a deal. Oh, I hear another Velociprey somewhere. Oh, he's up there. There we go. Oh. How many do we have to kill? 10? Okay, that shouldn't be too hard. The forest and hills is the traditional home to a lot of the monsters from the first generation of Monster Hunter. So that'll be interesting to see if they put those monsters back in these areas where they were first encountered. I really like how, I already mentioned this, but I like how they incorporated all of the old areas into this game. It's very nice. Very nostalgic. Alright, halfway done. Let's see if I can get both of these guys with my shield bash. Oh, I missed. Oh well. Yeah, the lance isn't very well suited to fighting small monsters such as these, because it has a very small, narrow hitbox, and these guys are already small and they move quite fast. I might grab another weapon before I clear out the rest of these village quests that I just received. There's some Velociprey over there. As you've probably seen me start a few times, Lance can also do a charging attack. It used to be that attack charges and does multiple strikes, but for striker style Lance, it stops after the first one. I guess they did that so you can't just spam that to charge up your hunter art. Where's the other one? There he is. There we go. That wasn't too bad. There go the Velociprey. So that's our first quest done for Kokoto Village. Now we're in Poke Village, and we're about to depart on the quest for them to clear out some of the Geoprey, sorry. Geoprey are similar to the Velociprey, except they are ice-based, so they're not weak to ice like their cousins are. They live high up in the mountains, which is why the quest for them is from Poke Village. This is another returning map. I forget what it's called off the top of my head. It's sort of like a glacial mountain, and there's some very nice caves inside of it. Alright, let's get going. Since the Velociprey hunt, I have switched to a longsword. The longsword is a much wider reaching weapon that works better for cutting down small monsters than the, what's it called? The lance. Oh, come here. These are the Popo, or what they called. They are the herbivores in this area. Once again, much like the Laranoth and Aptonoth. Oh, I forgot this. It won't be a huge deal this quest, but since this is the, cold, snowy mountains, I need to have a hot drink in order to function here. You see how my stamina bar is flashing blue? That's because I do not have one of those. So my stamina will deplete at a faster than average rate during this quest. But since we're just hunting small monsters and longsword's not stamina dependent, I don't think I'll have an issue with it. I also got a new hunter art since I defeated the Great Macau. For the longsword, it's called Critical Juncture. So that will be interesting to see what it does. Now what I just did there was a spirit round slash combo. That's the basis of longsword. The gauge below my sharpness meter will fill up, and then when I do that specific combo, my sword becomes stronger. I can do that up to 3 times, powering up my bar from white to orange to red. You don't actually have to hit any of these parts. You just have to hit that final round slash on a monster, any monster, and you will power up the gauge. So these are Geoprey. They're very similar to the Velociprey, except their color scheme's kind of flipped backwards. They have a lighter base color and a darker stripes on them, instead of the Velociprey with the darker blue and the lighter stripes. Alright, so I just powered up my first new hunter art, the Sakura Slash. So I'm going to use that on some Geoprey and see what it does. Actually, I'll just use it on this one. Oh, that's neat. So it's just 2 very strong hits with a little after effect. Oh, and it powered up my spirit gauge, I think, because it's at red now. I don't think I did that on my own. Very cool. That's a good hunter art. Longsword's a fun weapon. The only issue that I sort of have with it is that when you're hunting with other people on the online mode... Oh, the cat got that one. When you're hunting with other people in the online mode, the longsword tends to trip them and mess up some of their combos, depending on the weapon they're using. But it is good for clearing out smaller monsters, such as the Geoprey. Oh, so they changed that. In Striker style longsword, you used to be able to chain a Fade Slash, such as that, directly into a Spirit combo, but I guess Striker style removes that. There we go. And see, I landed another one of those final hits, and the bar filled back up to red. It is depleting a little bit. You see near the tip, it's becoming hollow looking. Once it depletes all the way, it will turn back into normal. But if I hit a complete round slash combo again, it will replenish it, which is good. So it looks like the Geoprey are just walking through that doorway there. Go back in, finish them off. Oops. I'm going to try this other skill. It's called Critical Juncture. Oh, neat. So basically what it does is it parries an opponent's attack and then hits them. Very cool. So my sword's sharpness is almost completely gone right now. So unless this is the last one, I'm going to need to sharpen. It is not. I need to hit kill one more. So let's sharpen that up. That red broken looking sword icon is, minimum sharpness. This weapon doesn't have a whole lot, so it doesn't take long to get down to minimum, and it doesn't take long to get back up to maximum when I'm sharpening. Those are blangos. They're like big snow monkeys. Not gonna mess with them right now. More blangos, and there's the last couple Geoprey that we need. Much like the Velociprey and the Macau, these also have a leader, But, you know, he's not showing up for this quest, I don't think. Oh, so I just noticed something. There we go. When the bar depletes, the color around the bar depletes, it doesn't go all the way back to minimum. It just goes back to the lower form. So it was at red, now it's at yellow. Interesting. Anyway, that's this hunt down. We have to do one last quest, and then we will be finished. Now we're going to do the fourth and final quest of this episode, hunting down the Jagia for Kokoto Village. We're headed to the Misty Peaks for this quest. This is a zone that I'm quite familiar with from having started playing during 3rd gen of Monster Hunter. It's a very nice map. I like it. It's some nice water features which allow for leviathans, a lot of crags and cliffs for monsters to hide in. It's fun. Alright. Let's get going. So the Jagia that we're sent to slay for this quest are related to the Jagi that we hunted down last episode, except these ones are larger and a little tougher. Are those them? Yeah, I see one over there. So there's the regular Jagi, and that one back there is a Jagia. The Jagia are the females of the group, according to the game, and they're a bit more aggressive than the regular Jagi are, and they're also stronger. Not too much stronger, though, since they still are only small monsters. But they are better to go for if you're trying to get materials, because they give 2 carves instead of the normal 1 for small monsters. These Jagi here, I think that one's dead. Yeah, there he goes. He's only going to give 1 carve. Yeah, there we go. Alright. The Jagia are also interesting, a little bit of trivia. They're the only non-large monster in the game that can sleep, like on its own. The small monsters you can put to sleep with a sleep weapon, but they won't go to sleep on their own, except for Jagia. Interesting little thing. And also, much like the Macau and the Velociprey and the Geoprey, the Jagi have an alpha that leads the pack of them, but the Jagia actually don't really respond to it as much as the smaller Jaggies do. Whoop. There we go. That should trigger. No, no, no. Oh, good. I was worried that final hit wasn't going to hit anything because I already killed all the small monsters in front of me, but then a Jagi ran in front of it. I really want to take notice if that Sakura Slash actually levels up my Spirit Gauge 1, because if it does, that's really good. Alright, and my cat is doing a pretty good job of keeping them off of me. So we need 5 more. See another one back there. There's probably going to be a lot in Area 8 underneath of the waterfall. Alright, looks like Sakura Slash is charged up. I will be able to test that out very soon. After I hunted the Great Macau, I did get an extra Hunter art, which is that critical juncture I mentioned earlier, but I also got a second art for all the other weapons, so it'll be fun to go through and check out what those are as well. Ah, there's actually none in here. That's interesting. Normally there are some. Let's see, maybe a 9. There we go. We're going to try this. Yep, it does upgrade. It's that first hit that upgrades it. Interesting. That's a really good skill then, because you can use it when your spirit gauge is about to run out so you don't lose your buff. Ah. There we go. And like that, all of the little raptors are taken care of. Well, I think that's going to be the end of this part of the playthrough. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like, comment if you have any suggestions, and subscribe if you don't want to miss the rest of the series. See you all later. Bye!